Alright, so my carb is ready. Go put that baby back on. Yeah, there's a nice little bass swimming through here. She must be bedding in there. She didn't look too happy. There's one too bedding on the other side. You'd think you'd see more beds in here, but I don't know. Oh yeah, baby, it's fun with Outboards. But before I do anything, let me pull this chickle charger off. And let's see where my battery's at now. The reason that battery was low was from that day testing the thing I made. I don't know what you want to call it. My invention, my floating fish finder on the bumper. It came out good, works good. And that was the day I ran the battery down. Then the motor freaked out that day. Well, that's not very high, but I guess it's all right. 12.72. You know, once it's charged, then it levels back down. So it's not going to be like a charger. It's just a trickle charger. It goes up over 13 is the point I'm trying to make. But 12.72 sounds good. Yeah, when this thing does that weird short, whatever's happening, man, the tilt and trim, we check it. Yep, still got up and down. Tilt and trim goes crazy. I was supposed to be at Uncle Al's house today. He's gonna pull his houseboat out. He wanted me to come over and try and help him. Oh boy. I knew this side was going to be a pain in the ass. Boy, my primer is starting to ooze. I call it the black ooze. There she goes. I still need to do all this, you know, link and sync and timing, reset, blah, 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 blah. Now that I have that aluminum brightener that I used on the boat, I'm wondering, because the original carb was such a scabby, you know, I'm like, I'm not sitting here wire brushing that thing, and I got all these other carbs, something's got to fit. Now that I have that stuff, I wonder if I soaked it in the aluminum brightener. Because, man, it did a hell of a job on that boat. And I'd be right back, boom, original carb. That might be an idea, honey. I don't see anything leaking. I'm gonna put the lid on just in case it, you know, I don't get too noisy. The lid, I never call it the lid. Fast lever up, key in. Wow, one push on the choke. Uh-oh, spoke too soon. It seemed like I pushed it twice there, but I didn't. Just one more time. She sounds pretty good. I should leave the lever up just a little bit so it'll warm up a little quicker. Not that I'm going anywhere. See what time it is. It's almost 11 o'clock. That's when Al's supposed to get the pontoon. He's borrowing a trailer to get his out. The guy said, oh yeah, I'll be home all day. Then he goes to get it, and the guy wasn't home. How are you gonna get it off? Is that aluminum up there?
Well, you just back.
Yeah, that's aluminum.
You back it in like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
When it floats.
Cool, man.
Should be good.
Yeah, you're not going that far.
No.
Look out! Yay! Yeah, man, can you imagine trying to work on this friggin' thing down there in the water? Pain in the ass. Cleared, way clear.
No problem.
No
Okay.
problemos. All right, so we're in the process of taking the motor off. And I'm helping. See how dirty I am? And here's the stand that he built. Holy macaroni. Real nice. That baby ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, baby, we're almost there. If you remember when I used to do this all by myself, I'd get in the same predicament with just a 25 horse. Pain in the ass. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Another fun day. Oh yeah, baby, it's fun with Outboards. Oh yeah, baby, he's gonna do everything. Change the oil, impeller, bada bing, bada boom, bah, wow, wow. So yesterday, actually all week, the whole parking area here was full. So today I brought the wagon, and nobody's here. That's all right. So let's get this thing tore apart. If you need to look it up, I looked it up again. The Superman, George Reeves. What's this guy's name? Joe Reeves. Joe Reeves wide open timing throttle method. And it's a simple thing. I haven't done it in a while. That's why I got the instructions again, so I could refresh the old memory. Yeah, it's easy stuff. You just get your, whatever your timing is on your motor, you minus 4 degrees on the timing marks. I think mine ended up around 13. And somebody had already had that thing marked at like 20 and 12, something like that. Anyway, you see the mark, 20 here, 12 there. And then right next to it, I've already got it marked with the 13 degrees. So this thing was something like 17, I'm guessing. And that yellow mark, I don't know if you can see it from there, is my mark that I put on there. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'll go over the instructions. Yeah, this is 19 degrees before top dead center, or top center. And minus 4 is 15. So that's where it is. It's at 15, not 13. And you got to have the push button starter if you're all by yourself on a motor like this. Because like I said, can't reach timing light and the key at the same time. If your engine has the fast start feature built in, you must eliminate that feature in order to use the following method. The fast start automatically advances the spark electronically when the engine first starts, dropping it to normal when the engine reaches a certain temp. Full spark advance can be adjusted at cranking speed without having the engine running as follows. To set the timing on the engine, have the spark plugs out, have the throttle at full throttle, set the timer base under the flywheel tight against the rubber stop. So you bring a little rope with you. I brought a little bungee cord, wire would do, here's a, fish thingy-jiggy. We tie it up with that just so it stays tight. of the full spark advance timer advance stop screw. Wire it against the stop if necessary. Rig up a spark tester. You don't need a spark tester. Has nothing to do. He just says rig up a spark tester on number 1 plug wire. Hook up the timing light on number 1 plug wire. He just, basically that's just to be sure you have spark. But if your timing light's going off, then you know you got spark. Crank the engine over and set the spark advance to 4 degree, if it's degree, less than what the engine calls for. So mine is 19, and I hit it right on the yellow mark there, the 15, that's 4 less. And boom, 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 boom on the timing light. I don't think it's really changed, but it doesn't hurt to check it. It sure beats going out here at night with a timing light while somebody's hauling full speed and you're trying to hold a friggin' timing light on it. Crank the engine over, set the spark advance to 4, less than what the engine calls for. It's a good idea to ground the other plug wires. I never do that, never had a problem, never blew anything up or out. Hopefully mine doesn't need to be reset. Then I'm gonna fire her up and go for a little ride. Windy or not, it should be pretty good in the creek there. That lake has probably got. If you live in Florida, you've seen the rip tides and the big waves and the wind, and that's probably what it looks like on that lake. So I put the aluminum prop on there. It's 14 pitch, I think. 17 pitch. And I've used it on there, tried it before. For some reason, I didn't care for it. And it's an old prop. Then I got a new prop that's 17 too. And for some reason, I didn't care for that. But that 19 pitch, I'm just not getting up there in my RPMs. That's why I cut the other one down, which I never did find out if there was something wrong with that prop or not. I got my starter solenoid hooked up to the push button. Hot wire, doesn't matter which one, on the battery positive, and then the other wire, hot wire, on the solenoid red and yellow wire, or yellow red stripe ignition wire. Plugs are out, and I just take those little short wires and just twist them over so they're pointing out that way. They're not going to be hitting anything, sparking, jumping. I'm assuming my top dead center arrow hasn't moved in all this time. Put it in full gear, full forward, so it's up against the rubber bumper screw. This thing here, I got this, I'll show it off again, at the thrift store. Price on the box, $16.16. Sears Penske. Man, I was like, sold. My old red one. You gotta go back a lot of videos to see that one. It finally died on me. Good time to check my butterflies. Make sure the roll pin on the right hand side there, they're all perfectly vertical. That means your butterflies are going to be perfectly horizontal for wide open throttle. Let me check it real quick. This little guy, man. If you see one of these, buy them. Man, they just work so good in a pinch. Yep, that one's good. That middle one looks good. You know, now that looking at them at this angle instead of this way, they may be just a little bit forward, is it? Let's see. Yeah, instead of being straight up and down, they're They're just a little bit forward. So they're just a little bit off. And that comes in all that link and sync crap. So you see, things do move around. Now, I'm hoping I hit right on that 15. Done with that. No, I'm hitting on the 12. Way off from the 15 yellow mark. When whoever put the 20 on here, and then he dribbled it down, and it's right in the middle for the 19. So 20, 18, 16, that should be 15, right where my yellow mark is. All right, so there's about one full turn on the nut. Now I'm seeing a little bigger screwdriver in here. So let's come back. So that's like a quarter turn counterclockwise. Let's see what we got. Wait a minute. Am I still up against it? Yeah. That didn't do hardly anything, maybe a pinch. Now I'm gonna go back the other way, if it even did anything. So there's the quarter. The quarter turn ain't nothing. Let's go one full turn in. Man, it's still on that 12. All right, so let's go. Let's do another full turn, see what happens. Yeah, now it's moving past the 12 the wrong way. So it's got to come out. Even how that has even moved, I don't know. You know, it doesn't make any sense. There's one. There's two. I don't want that nut to vibrate off. Let's see if that moved it. Maybe I need to tie this up a little bit. Let's tie it. What the hell? Try this here. Yeah, let me turn that key off over this. A rat baby. Ah. This crappy nylon stuff. It don't get tight. All right, where was I? 2 turns out, right? That thing hasn't moved. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. And why is it so far off? I mean, it's kind of in range, but yeah, it's getting closer. It's about 2 more turns. She's still tight. Ooh, boy. It's right on. Maybe like half a turn. See, that's the thing too, man. You got to be right, put that light right on that thing. You can't be over here. You can't be over here. I can't believe it that has changed since the last time I did this thing. How is that even possible? I'm going to check it again, then do a little adjustment. Then comes the screwed up part where you got to try to tighten everything down without moving the freaking screw too much. The rubber bumper screw. I may not even have to touch it. I need to get right here in front of it, so. Yep, I'm gonna turn it just a hair, maybe a half. I still can't believe it. Things always, have been running pretty good. It's the idle that, she starts getting a little And you see my carbs, if you've been watching, man, they're spotless. It usually, you know, it'll move about a quarter turn as you tighten that nut, so you have to back it out a little bit, back it out. I'm taking it, this looks good. If I had my tripod, I could set the camera up, but like I said, I don't think that it'll pick up that light. It might catch one or two flashes, but this camera lens isn't set for high speed photography. Now I gotta tighten it. The fun part, without moving the screw. Yep, it looks good. I swear to God, how can that have moved? What did I end up with? 3 turns. I went one in, then 2, 3 back out, something like that. But a couple of turns, that's a lot. Man, it's been, I don't know, I have to look up in the videos to see when the last time was. Let me check it one more time. Yeah, it looks pretty friggin' good to me. Hey! You get to take a ride after all. Then, you know, still got the link and sync and stuff. The carburetors set, reset. They're a little, you know, the roll pins are leaning up just a hair. I'm not gonna mess with that now. All right, what are we doing? Quick start lever. One push on the primer. That's the way I like it. Hold on. $5800 RPM. Wow, look at these guys. Rope swing. Ew. I wouldn't be rope swinging in here if you'd seen that big gator I saw go across his mouth up here. 5,800, went from 5,000 with the 19 pitch, 5,800 with this 17, but right when I started giving her the gas, I had her down pretty low, and then I came up, watched my gauge. I could feel that slight vibration from somewhere. Not like it was that one day. I could feel it in the floor. It's like this. Brrr. And then when I hit it, it disappeared. I don't have a clue what that is. Is it the gear case? Or that's the other thing I need to do tomorrow. Check the oil in the gear case. It could be full of water. Who knows? Hey. Now, if we went all the way to the other side, it would be beautiful, nice and glassy. Well, that looked like a gator head sticking out right there. Uh-oh, there's a big boat behind us. Let him pass. Just in time. Just in time. Should we catch him?
Don't forget to subscribe.